Why did the screen do that? Weird. I don't know. Whatever. Well, we did it. We made it. Hi. How are you? How don't? How is? How be? How does? How do? Alright. Is everything looking good? Are lurks current? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, they are. Huh! Hashtag real friend. We managed the bare minimum, and that's... Oh, it's terribly exciting. I was going to say that's depressing, but no, we take them. We take the wins that we can get. We take the wins that we can get. Yeah, I think that's actually... Yeah. Yep. Pretty easy. Lurks on Saturday mornings are actually quite simple. For at least the people I know. We've got our Brits pulled up for Red Coach, taking care of, giving them a bandwidth. And there aren't that many of them. Our Oiros. Greetings. Salutations all. I've got Cawfee with a straw. I decided the straw. I have a strategy here. You guys. This is the thing. I don't know if this is a thing for anybody else. I don't know if this is a real thing. I don't know if this is science. But I feel like it is. And so I want to run it by you guys, and you tell me. My mother and my mother-in-law, incidentally, both over the course of different years, they didn't even know each other, got gastric bypass surgery, the gastric sleeve, whatever it is. So they basically take out a chunk of your stomach, and they're like, no, this is your stomach now, so you feel full sooner, so you don't eat as much, sort of idea. That's the thinking anyways. And I guess when you've had a procedure like this, you have a really hard time getting enough nutrients, like enough of all of your macros and your micros and everything else to just stay alive and to stay healthy. So really every calorie needs to count. It's kind of funny. It makes it so that you can't shovel a bunch of food in your face. You don't eat very much. And what you think is, okay, so I won't eat 10 different candy bars. I'll eat just the one. No, it means you'll eat no candy bars because that is precious space in your stomach. Precious space in your now tiny stomach for actual food that is of value, food that has actual calories and like the macros and micros that you need. And so you can't just fill it with garbage. And so it's like, but you're full all the time because it's so small. And so it's like you wake up in the morning, get some sort of protein in there, dense calorie, like healthy for you protein, whatever. And then you need to, like, as soon as you possibly can, eat more. And it also needs to be healthy and nutrient dense and so forth. And so it's like you're stacking these itty bitty meals all day long to just barely try to get enough like protein and vitamins and everything else just to exist. Okay. Okay. That said, the space is precious. Now, all that is to say, the space is apparently precious. Okay. Precious space. You can't be sloppy with the space in your stomach like this. And so what I learned first from my mother-in-law, we were out to dinner and they offered her a straw or whatever it is for her water, you know, and she said, oh, no straws. And I was like, oh, and I wondered about it. And I was like, is this one of those like save the turtles sort of deal? No, she can't drink out of a straw. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't drink out of a straw? She like can drink out of a straw. I don't drink out of a straw. Why not? My mom does the same thing now that she's had the procedure. You see this? Straw's in there, right? You all know this trick, right? You all know this trick where you can like block it and it'll vacuum it in there. You could see kind of, can you see the spot? Yeah, you could sort of see the spot. Yeah. Where the coffee goes up to, right there in the middle, right there. Okay, the rest of that's coffee. So, okay, if I'm going to drink that much, because that's where the water level is, right? That's where the drink level is all the way down in there. Well, that means that all this top part of the straw is air. And so if I go and swallow, I got some amount of coffee that was in the straw, yes. But I also got all that air in the top of the straw. All that air up there is now in my stomach, making its way down into my stomach, okay? Which doesn't matter for anybody else. But if you've got this procedure done and you've got this itty bitty little stomach now, you can't afford for that space to be air. It'll fill you up, and then you won't be able to physically eat what you need to get your protein in and all of your vitamins and everything else. And so you need to not have a straw, because a straw, no matter where your water level is or your liquid level, always contains air at the top, even if it's filled all the way up to the top. As you drink it down, there's more air in the straw, more and more as you go. And that's wasted space. So I went recently, I should look this up. I don't know if I can find this out. But I go, so if their issue, people with the procedure, is it's wasted space and they need that. Well, what about us fatties who haven't had such a procedure done, have the space to spare, but need to fill up? What if I get full off of air on purpose? What if I drink out of a straw so that the air definitely does? So I do this by self-inflict this, so that the space is occupied by 0-calorie air. What if I do that? And so I don't know, that's my hypothesis. What do you guys think about my hypothesis? Is that science? What do you guys weigh in? You guys are smarter than me. There's a bunch of you with big crinkly brains. What do you think? What do you think? Stop. All right, let me catch up. Intra is here. Hi, Intra. Hello, good morrow. It's good to see you, madame. Welcome. Mel is here. Hi, Mel. Whoa. Drowski is here. You gem. Thank you for the gifted last night, my friend. Sorry that I didn't get to be as hype about it as I would have liked, but I'm grateful for you, sir. That was quite kind. Quite kind indeed. I went back and saw the chat later. You said 5 reasons to gather around a fire, and that was pretty fun. Fire fellowship, that's pretty fun. I liked it. Good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you. I'm glad to see you got called out. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate you calling him out like that. My apologies in advance, as work is super busy. I'll be largely can hear. All right. Chatting Cawfee and chill community with our choice Chippies. Oh, she's doing the alliteration, you guys. You guys know what Chippies is? We learned it on Saturdays. The last handful of Saturdays. Speaking of them red coats, it's kind of a fun one. An Apex pack for Intra, and I did get your one from last night, madame. I did, since I went back and saw chat. I did see you did get it. It's on the ledger. All right, and now you got another one. All right. Speaking of which, don't let me forget to mention Apex. Don't let me forget to talk about Apex. I'm gonna come back to Apex. Okay, I just gotta catch up. Astrology. Yes, it's like that. My mom also had that. Oh, okay, malnutrition. Yep. Ahmed! Oh my gosh, Ahmed, I haven't seen you in so freaking long. My guy. I hope you're well. Hope you've been doing okay, sir. I hope you've been doing okay. Also, sugar is harder to process and makes someone with that procedure feel uncomfortable if they eat too much. Oh, interesting, Trusky. I know that. Valk. Hi, Valk. Good afternoon. Good morrow. Good morrow indeed. Struggling, tired? I'm sorry. Have to go to a graduation party. Trying to get a little family ready. The whole family damn gotta get everybody all ready to go. I got you. Well, I hope that it's super fun. I hope that the graduation is super exciting. I hope that it is all of the fun. I love that for you, Valk. I love that for you. I always appreciate you checking in. Always appreciate hearing from you, my friend. Always do. In my Go Live, I said, if y'all's sleep was half as good as mine was last night, so I'm sorry that was not the case for many of you, especially ones with children or who are preggers. Probably very uncomfortable. So yeah, it was cold last night. It actually like rained yesterday briefly, caused some flash flooding down in the valley, which is, it's kind of hilarious. It would never happen here. We're on the side of a hill. It would never flood here like that. But damn, we didn't get very much rain. It was like here and come and gone sort of thing with the rain. But it did. It cooled the place down. And so last night, I think it got down into the 50s, and it was just like, I think it got down to 50 actually. And it was so nice. We had to open everything up. I slept like a baby. I have slept like crap for the last week, you guys, because of the stupid heat. I know, not nearly as bad as what you guys live in. I know. But it was crappy for me, and I slept terribly. So last night was, I could cry. Last night was so good. I actually got to sleep under a blanket. It was so nice. So okay. All right. Burps. Oh, now there's room. Yeah, I wondered about that too, Intra. Is that how that works? That is what that is, right? If you burp, that's the air coming back out, right? So why don't people with the procedure just do that? That was my thought. Is like, you can't, what do you mean you can't drink out of straws? Just burp. I don't want to burp all the time. Maybe is the answer. But I mean, if it's so uncomfortable and if it's a problem, burp. Who cares? Like, no one, you're by yourself most of the time anyhow. What's the issue? Is that a thing? Is that how that works? I don't know. Because your stomach isn't altered. Because your stomach isn't altered, you will likely just burp a lot. Sorry, not the news you were hoping for. Why? Wait, they can't burp? What's the deal? Why wouldn't the air affect them in the exact same way, Mel? I wish to understand. Your stomach would stretch to accommodate the air. One of the reasons the gastric sleeve makes it harder for the air is that the stomach lacks the ability to stretch. Well, sure, but the stretching is the feeling full, right? That's what it is? The stretching stomach is the feeling of feeling full, right? That's where you get that's when it sends the signal to your brain, ghrelin, the satiation, the hunger hormone goes down, all that. Like, isn't it's not ghrelin. Ghrelin's the hunger one. I don't remember what the satiation, the sated hormone is. But what's the, wouldn't that be the same effect? Whatever you fill your stomach up with, it makes you feel full. The same strategy is true of just drink water. You know, drink a bunch of water and you'll be full of 0-calorie water, right? That's why people say drink water before a meal. That way you'll be more full and you'll eat less. Can't I do the same thing with air? It's even fewer calories than water. No, I don't know. I don't know. Luce, it's good to see you. Good morrow, sir. Good morrow. I'm doing all right. I slept like amazing last night, so I'm here. I'm here for it. How are you? I don't know how you even live down there, Gus. Wild desert people. Yeah. Again, people kind of had the wrong picture of what Nevada is. It's like Arizona. I pictured Arizona being Phoenix, okay? And Phoenix is a fiery burb, and it's hot. And that's what I pictured all of Arizona being. Imagine my surprise then when, like, the first time I was driving through Arizona, the first place I stopped and stayed was in Flagstaff. Flagstaff is in the state boundaries of Arizona, and if y'all have never been, the base of the town, which is not a huge town, the base of the town is 7,000 feet. Okay, I don't know what that is in meters. I only speak freedom units. 7,000 feet, okay? It's pine trees and evergreen, everything, whatever, and then the mountains just go up from there and everything's covered in snow. And the town is regularly buried in snow. And that's Arizona. I picture Arizona, I picture cactuses, and the surface of the sun. That's what I picture, okay? I picture it being absolutely ridiculous. here is like that. Yes, Vegas is gross. Yes, there's a lot of Nevada that's a lot of sagebrush and a lot of dirt. But it's also mountainous. Lots of mountains in Nevada. And we happen to live on the side of the Sierra Nevadas. So right up that hill right there is Tahoe. It is not a long drive for us to get to like Lake Tahoe, like actually the Tahoe, like the world famous Tahoe that everybody flies to from all over the globe because it's the like prettiest place on earth, whatever. And it's the purest, coolest water, and it's also all the world-class skiing and snowboarding around. Okay, whatever. So yeah, like we're at 5,100 feet, not as high as Flagstaff, but the pass is up at 7,000 feet. And so we get snow and we get all the rest of it. Desert is not what most people like. It's not what you picture. In fact, hang on. I may have a picture handy. Yeah. Okay, here you go. Here is... I'm gonna drop a couple random pictures. In the Discord. I'm gonna put these in confabulating, okay? Yeah, okay. Couple random pictures. That one. How about that one, and that one. Okay, I'm gonna drop these in confabulating. Okay? Randomly just gonna drop all of these in confabulating togethers. Reno, Nuv. There you go. There's 5 random pictures for you of what it looks like where I live. So when people are picturing Nevada, they picture the desert, rightfully so. That is not what Reno looks like. So I just posted some pictures for you in there, and you can click on through them and see sort of what's going on. Random assortment from a handful of different seasons. One of those is the that's the air balloon, the air races, the hot air balloon races. That is something that happens in the fall or late summer every year. We have hot air balloons. It's this big to-do, and hot air balloon people come from all around the world and blah, blah, blah. It's fun. It's fun. One of the many things we get up to around here. So yeah, now you know. Is there Biscuit? Oh, it's Biscuit. Trouble has arrived. Biscuit, it's good to see you. And I'm glad that you're part of the thing, my dude. Glad to have you in. It was very fun. I appreciated the threat. That was good. I'm okay. How are you? I'm all right, Ahmed. I'm all right. I'm still tired. My eyes kind of hurt. I don't know what's going on. I feel like there's something weird in the air that's messing with my eyes. But I slept like a dream last night, so hopefully Bright also slept like a dream. I don't know. I didn't see her because she was still asleep when I woke up. So I hope that she slept well because she did not sleep well the night before. So I'm hopeful that she also got some rest, and I let her get some bonus sleep. I didn't want to wake her. Stretching stomach sends signals. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. In a normal stomach, it might, but in a sleeve stomach, it causes pain. I thought the discomfort of the stretch, this is the same thing, Trotsky. It's pain, just at a different level. Interesting. Usually find the satiated hormone is the third Big Mac. Yeah. Drinking that much water just makes me sound like a gallon bag full of water. Yeah, I sort of slosh around. I hate it, Intra. Flagstaff is great. I went skiing there when I was stationed at Fort... God bless you. Fort is gross. Bless you. That's hilarious. She actually just sneezed. Also, good morning. I love your beautiful face. She's awake. She heard me shrieking. She heard me being ridiculous and loud. Yeah, okay, let's hear. It's close to Mexico, which is just like what you expect to see. Yeah, it sounds pretty terrible. So it'd be a long drive, actually, huh, Trotsky? You went skiing there, so you would have had to do a drive south to north of Arizona. That was probably a 5-hour drive, huh? That's a long drive. Maybe 6 hours? Dude, that's a long drive. Arizona's big, y'all. Arizona's a long state. Maybe more? It's got to be 5, 6, 7 hours. Definitely somewhere in there. By 6 hours? 6 hours? Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry, Trotsky. But yeah, Flagstaff's beautiful. When all of the Californians were doing their exodus here, which was the worst because this is really close to the California border. It's just on the other side of those mountains in those pictures. It's right over there. Lake Tahoe is split in two. Half of it's Nevada, half of it's California. When all of the Californians were moving here and ruining everything, stupid Californians. I mean, I don't mean people from California are stupid. I mean the idea of saying, dear God, California's awful. We got to get out of here. Oh, thank God we made it to Nevada. We've made it out. We're free of all of the horrible things that were happening in California that made us pick up our lives and move. Well, first order of business, let's make this place California. Let's put every single stupid policy in place that made us leave the last one. That is what's stupid. I'm not saying if you live in California, you're stupid. I do question, like, where you get your money from. But I'm just saying. I'm just super saying. Huh?
You have a billboard, remember?
Who has a billboard?
Nevada. Our billboard that says something like,
Oh, yeah. Don't make this
don't make this like the place that you hated.
the place that you left.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a billboard that says that. That's true. Because someone finally, put that up. That was funny. Anyhow, yeah, we were looking at Flagstaff. We were like, where can we move to? Where can we move to that's somewhat nearby, similar climate? When we found out about Flagstaff, it was like, what? And we went there and it was like, holy crap. And there's snow everywhere. It was so cold and it was like, oh, this is heaven. It's dry, high elevation, snowboarding right there. That's what we wanted. Expensive though, because of those things. That's the catch. That's the hitch. Same thing as here. Yes, I have access to Tahoe. And it's beautiful and dry and the weather's lovely and none of that is cheap. None of that is cheap. Yeah. So pretty. I'm glad you like intro. I'm glad you like. I also think they're beautiful pictures. We have I see pictures like that and I'm like, yeah, it's every single day. It's every day looks like that. So that I don't need to cherry pick special looking pictures. It's just, I take it for granted, honestly, because I live in it, you know? Mom sneezes when she eats too fast with the bypass. What? That's so interesting, Intra. Huh. Miss Fire, hello, Miss Fire. Who's this dude early Saturday? Hello. It's good to see you. How'd your stream go last night, dude? Did you have a good time? Was it fun? Was it fun? It's good to see you. You had my bandwidth. You had my bandwidth twice because you were with Abby. So you both had my bandwidth. So it stacks. Mr. Sharp Dress, man. Oh, looking fantastic as always. Thank you. I appreciate you, mate. Hope you're doing well, kind sir. Saw you yesterday while doing the live thing. Oh, I did. Saw you were talking about the birds and the bees. It's true. God's people still need that talk. Yeah, I'll mention a word about that also. Before we get too far along today, I'll do that. Oh, they're too cute. Who cute? Who? Oh, you too. Oh, well, listen. She's a cutie. She's a cutie. Yeah, I don't know, Trotsky. That's crazy. I'm learning things. Thank you guys for the edumacation. See that? It's gorgeous. I could do that. Oh, can't do too hot. Can do cold, but don't like it. Prefer rain and gloom with sun at dawn and dusk. Been in Canada's Badlands. That's the most desert I want. I see. Aha, I got you. Well, I'm tracking. I yearn for a real keyboard. No, I'm tracking. That's Northwest. The Pacific Northwest has a lot of that. The rain. We don't get a ton of rain here. Pacific Northwest does. Up in Trotsky's neck of the woods, incidentally. If you're up, and Ahmed, if you're up in Oregon, Washington area, it's rain. It's rain is what you get, and there's a ton of green and all that jazz, so it's wet a lot of the year. But the people who live there complain about it because it's gloomy. Same thing in the UK, right? They're like, oh my God, it's sun. Same thing, same vibes. So here I really like I like this. I like the dry. It would be nice if there were some moisture, but I don't like humidity. So, you know, trade-offs. Trade-offs. But if you are in Oregon and Washington, it's not that humid because it's pretty far north. And so even though it's a lot of moisture, a lot of rain, it's somehow not very humid. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. But again, you don't get that cheap. Living in Oregon and Washington, the cost of living up there is just very, very expensive. Very expensive. Tennessee, also called East California now, has that problem. I know it, Biscuit. I know. We have a handful of folks here in the Mafia who are native Tennesseans who hate it. And they complain about it all the time, and I don't blame them one bit. But we also have at least 2 people in the Mafia who lived in California and have moved to Tennessee. And it was really funny because the folks who were from there are like, love you, bro. Happy. Listen. Smart of you to leave California. Awesome. Great. I get it. But you're welcome to visit. Don't live here, though. Not if you're going to bring your policies. Not if you're going to bring your politics. Not if you're going to... No. Love having you. High fives on the way back to somewhere else. Dizzy. Holy Dizzy. Good morrow. It's good to see you, Diz. How the heck you doing? How's the time zones treating you? Do you have coffee? Do you have coffee? I would make the drive to Phoenix on the weekends. 3-hour drive to Phoenix, and then it's like 2.5 hours from Phoenix to Flagstaff, right? Something like that. So okay, I was right about 6 hours, somewhere in there. 3-hour drive when you live at Fort Sneeze. Everything's a terrible distance. You just get used to it. Yeah. Went to Indy on a vacation. My sister lived 45 minutes away from where I was staying. As it was okay driving so far just to have dinner, I was like, this place is so close. Yeah, everything here is close. When I complain about a drive, I'm like, ugh, but that's half an hour away. And that's the opposite side of the basin. Like through traffic and everything else, like half an hour drive. Yeah, we got it good. Morning. There's Hot Bride. Always fun when the team gets together to play a hide and seek game that we can paint to blend in the background. Yeah, I learned about this game. I think I learned about it from Ember first. And now I've seen everybody playing this. The Chameleon game. Yes, it looks silly indeed. Helly! Oh my god, Helly, it's good to see you, sir. That's not how you spell Helly. That's how you spell Helly. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome. It's not all rain. Right now it's sunny and 85. Dry fire season is fast approaching. Yep. We've already had a couple of fires here. Smaller. They were under control. That fire the other day. A couple of you kindly asked if my friend was doing okay. Had a couple friends who lived out that way. Scary pictures. Scary pictures, I gotta say, of the fire racing down the dry hill toward everything they love. But no, it all got under control. The fire department did a great job. They're usually really solid about that out here. They're very fast acting because they ain't playing with that. We're not letting it get out of hand sort of deal. So they pounce on any little thing. No structures were destroyed. Nobody died. It was good. It was good. So now there's a charred hill over there, but everything's good. Yes, please tell everyone that it's rain 24/7, 365 so we don't get the Californians. I know, Misfire. Wait, are you up there, Misfire? Did I know that? I feel like maybe I knew that once upon a time and forgot it. Tell them I hate them. Yeah, oh, that's cool. I know, Biscuit, I know. Actually did get coffee today. Hell yeah, Andrew, let's go. Peach Celsius. That's the water thing, right? I'm sorry, Dizzy. Wish I had coffee. I also wish you had coffee. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Recommend for great group of friends. Don't recommend playing public lobbies. Yeah, public lobbies sounds terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Mouse, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you very much. Very much indeed, Mouse. Call that Mouse when he sees the mouse. The mouse. Please invite me. I'm scared to play in a group I don't know. Yep. It sounds like a lot of fun. Always better with squads. That's true. How we all doing? We're doing, Helly. We are doing, my friend. How was your stream? I know you were streaming last night. Want to play camo hide and seek? Yeah, it looks very fun. Washington also. Okay. You see, Trotsky? Neighbors. Twinsies. I'm in Montana, and we didn't get enough snow over the winter. Fire season isn't going to be enjoyable here either. Same, Diz. We did not get a ton of snow. This was a pretty lackluster year for snow. We got some. It wasn't nothing, but I know precisely what you mean. There's a lot of folks who don't count on a snowpack, but I know what you're after. Ours is the same. The pictures I just posted in the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, join the Discord. Look at the Confabulating channel. That's the sort of Gen Chat. And you'll see I just posted a little stack of pictures of Reno, the valley that we live in. And you'll see in several of the pictures the snow up on the mountains. We count on that snow through the year. That feeds all of the little rivers and everything else in the Truckee River. And that's the whole valley counts on the snowpack. And so if we get a lackluster snowpack, the fire does become an issue. Yes. Yeah, it becomes quite dry indeed. A disappointment pack. Oh my gosh, intro's on cooldown. I got carried by Heli? In what? What Heli do be carrying in stuff and things, but in what? In what way? Tell me about it, Ahmed. Tell me about it. What is my phone telling me? Water needy boys. Yeah. I have an alarm that goes off every day at 10:35, you guys, to tell me that the needy boys need watering because they're needy. That would be the Tuesdays and a couple others. Yep. Billings on more neighbors. More neighbors. Just saying. I know where that is. That's right. Look at you. It's a small world, you guys. It's a small world. Random stream last night was a good time. Short little puzzle game with a friend. Good. Hope it was a good time, Helly. I hope it was a good time. You ever come through? Hit me up. Dang, look at a small world. I'll have to. Small world indeed. Do they ever dump water in fire risk zones? No. They do controlled burns. I know several firefighters here. One of them's in my Monday Night Men's group, my Whiskey Cigar group. So I get to chit chat about this sort of stuff periodically. They don't do anything quite like that. They've got fire spotters. They'll have strategically placed tankers and everything else for like really rapid response sort of setup stuff. And they'll do controlled burns. They'll do cuts. For those of you not familiar, they basically take a bulldozer and you cut fire lines. You just drag through all the sage and the grass and whatever else it is out there, so you create lines so that the fire will hit those and stop. Less fuel. But the wind out here makes it all really tricky. The wind is, we get a lot of wind, a lot of wind, really high winds. And that, of course, makes it far more dangerous. So if the fire does start, it spreads really rapidly. So the fire breaks need to be big because those embers get tossed far. So, yeah. They do what they can. But they, I know there's also like fire retardant that they've dumped in a handful of places, but we've also got a lot of like random wild livestock stuff running around. Like we have wild horses here. They're a pest. They're like deer. We got just herds of wild horses that roam around out there, and you don't want them traipsing through fire retardant type stuff. So you can't do much of that. It's not good for them. It's not healthy for them. We've also got like wild goats and rams and whatever. Strange critters. Me and Ahmed were playing some Helldivers. Oh, that's right. That's right. You were playing Helldivers. Oh, fun. What do you think? What do you think about it, Ahmed? This was new to you, right? You doing Helldivers. What do you think? I mean, I think you'd be great at it because you're good at shooters and like managing inventories and like logistics and all that jazz. But yeah, what do you think? Come check it out. We open community play after team plays a few rounds. Hell yeah. Let me see here. Ooh, or plan a trip to Glacier. Ooh, pretty place. Sounds pretty. It's got the name Glacier. That sounds pretty. 75 away from 1,000. You got it, my dude. 1,000. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, good. Gus, when are you going to play Helldivers? It's a terrible, awful game that you would hate, which means you could play it. Yeah, Biscuit. Yeah, I would get in trouble. I got people trying to get me to play Helldivers for years, Biscuit. For years. Too danger. I played a while ago. Is it? Okay. You're just like back to it now, Ahmed? I live near where the mass fires were burning last year. It is very windy here. I get that problem. Where the fire doesn't spread, the smoke rises. Yeah. Brutal. Yep. That Canada had a lot of fires a couple years ago. I know what you're talking about. A lot of fires up there. California is the main problem here with the smoke, is they don't do forest management. All the stuff that I just described that Nevada does for fire prevention and all that stuff, California does none of it by policy. Not like ignorance, it's policy to not do any of that. It's policy to not clear any tinder dead underbrush. It's policy in California to make everything a fire hazard. And then we deal with all the smoke because the wind comes from the west here. So like almost always the wind comes from the west. So this basin fills up with smoke from California. I complain about it every year. It's a staple. It's a staple of the stream is that I complain about California every year. So yeah. Got it back to lurk. I appreciate you, my dude. Got my bandwidth. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, not had a chance to visit. It's on my bucket list. Oh my gosh, it's got glacier in the name. It sounds nice and cold. Bro, if you play Ark, you can play Helldivers. Don't split this hair, Gus. Democracy needs you. I know it does. I'm told. But listen, if I play Ark, it means I can't play a different game. Listen, I told you I was gonna come back to this. I haven't played Apex in months now. Apex was my main game. Apex was my one game. It was my staple game. But I've only got this much time. And then Ark came in, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty interesting. And then I found the trials system. And then I found out how all that works and all of the cool kid Nito movement based stuff. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I haven't touched Apex in months. If I pick up Helldivers, I lose Ark. Do you see? Do you see the problem? If I pick up Helldivers, I lose Ark and I lose everything else. I can't do it. It's too danger. Ark is like enough to keep my attention. It's more than Apex. It's more dangerous than Apex for sure. But it's not nearly as dangerous as something like Helldivers would be, in my estimation. Could be wrong, but yeah, that looks way too much fun. It looks like way too much fun. You know, why California's fire gets so bad so fast? Yup, because California sucks. Yes, indeed. In short, Gus, Helldivers 2, oh my gosh, has an in-game currency that you, okay, you can pay real money for, or find it in-game, and that unlocks the War Bonds, which is a collection of unlocks. War Bonds take 1,000 of those currency. You find them in 10s, or rare packs of 100. Okay, I got you. You can either pay for it, pay to win, or grind them out. I got you. Okay. California's stupid. Yeah, Trotsky, yeah. Pile on California, you guys, yeah. They don't let their reservoirs fill up because some stupid fish. Yeah, the fish that can't swim. That one. Which means they have no water to put the fires out with, which means that the fire hydrants are empty. Oh yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. I feel like we should slap California on the rump with a belt. Luce, you're onto something. Apex, I know. Okay. So I gotta tell you guys about this. My hubby plays Apex. Is that right? All right, Dizzy. All right. So I was a competitive Apex player. That's how I started as a streamer. It was exclusively Apex. It's all I did. Many of you don't even know that because that's so far removed from what I do now. Now I believe in real relationships, silly, serious, everything in between. Obviously, last night was a pretty big part of that. And now I just play games sort of like on the side, and I can't get that invested in them because I don't have the time. Most of my time goes toward this community and the investment in the people and trying to serve the people. So that is writing, lecturing, the community group get-togethers, preparations for stuff for that. We're already, right now, we will be chit-chatting in the next week here to try and nail stuff down for the fall. Because the next round of Cosa Nostra Rendezvous, the CNRs, you guys, are smaller group hangout get-togethers that happen in the Mafia community weekly. The next round of those, they come in 6-month chunks. That kicks off the first week of September. And that will be here before we know it. So we've got another Festa coming up that we need to plan and work things out for and figure out how to nail down dates. But yeah, first week of September is coming fast. And so I spend all of my time now trying to put together stuff for the community. I don't really have the time to, certainly not responsibly, play any games. So I have been trying to spend a little more time gaming by myself off stream, but it's like an hour here, an hour there. In fact, Tuesday, those of you guys who were here for Tuesday, we 4-hour stream, right? I played like 3 matches of Ark in 4 hours. It was pain. Like, nothing done in the game. I'm glad to spend the time with you guys, but as far as gaming goes, I didn't get any done. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to keep going. And then the glitch with OBS happened, and my audio was screwed up. So you guys were like, yeah, you sound like a robot. Your audio is desynced. It sounds terrible, Gus. And there was no fixing it. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to end the stream on time. Well, after all of that, just for funsies, I didn't get to tell any of you this yet. I haven't got a chance to talk to you guys. After stream, I was like, all right, I reset a bunch of stuff on the PC, whatever. I have no idea what the issue was still. But I was like, well, I'm still going to play a match because there was one of the game match modes called Electromagnetic Storm was going. And I wanted to do that to farm this specific part. It's really easy to do in there. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to figure this out. And I hadn't done it before, and I was about to learn. And so, all right, well, if I can't do it with you guys, I'm at least going to get it done. Because those modes are time sensitive. They're limited to an hour, and they're not very common. So it came up, and I was like, I'm going to do it. And so I do it, and I'm like stacked with all this great stuff. I'm like, this was amazing. I did a pretty good job. We did. Power goes out. I was absolutely stacked with all of this amazing stuff. My inventory was so freaking valuable of, oh my god, good stuff. And I just rebuilt my inventory, spent all this money on brand new weapons and everything else, right? It's an extraction shooter, for those of you who don't know how Ark works. If you die, you lose everything. If you don't make it out, you lose whatever's in your pockets, okay? Including all your weapons and all your everything, okay? Power goes out. Yeah, I've got the UPS, the uninterruptible power supply. So yeah, my PC doesn't fry, but my power's out. Internet's gone, it done. So I play one more match. Power went out before I could extract. And I'm like, power was out for hours. For hours. So Hot Bride and I are like, all right, going to bed, I guess. We lit a bunch of candles, wrapped up whatever we needed to. And it's like, all right, bedtime. What are we supposed to do? Bedtime. Power didn't come back on. It's okay. So yeah, it didn't come on back on until like 1 a.m. or some such. So yeah, that was pain. So yeah, I don't get to really do gaming, but I try to set aside a little bit of time to do it. And then when the power went out, that was devastating. I'm salty still. Could be wrong. Definitely wrong. It's so boring and awful. You'll be fine. Yeah. I hear you on the smoke. I get it all. From Cali to Canada. Cali in Canada. Yep. Terrible, Dizzy. Terrible. Keep this man away from Warframe. We'll lose him. Exactly, Luce. Several people have been like, Gus, you should try Warframe. And then I looked at it and I learned about it a little. And I was like, oh no, or stay far away. The trailers are all cool. The lore looks really interesting. No, or stay far away. I know. California's basically the Twitch of states. Ha ha ha, biscuit. Ha ha. Gang, it's through. We're multi-streaming. We're on Rumble, Twitch, YouTube. All the chat goes right here, so you don't miss it. It all goes to the same place, so you can see. Man, oh man. Well, I don't know if you saw this message before stream started. Every once in a while, the camera and audio would go fuzzy for about 2 to 3 seconds, and then go back to normal yesterday, but it hasn't happened today, as far as I know. Thank you for the heads up, Intra. I also did adjust the music volume. I did see your message. Sorry. My combined chat had moved on past that point, so I didn't get to go back. But yes, how's the audio? How's the music volume, you guys, for what you're listening to right now? Is this okay? It's an okay volume. I changed it. I changed it the other day because someone said there's no music playing, and it is the Arc Raider soundtrack, which was quiet. And so I turned that up a little bit, and then I forgot to revert it. I also turned up the volume for the game because Thank Goodness You're Here, which is Feral. It's also where we get our title from. Was really quiet. I went back to the recordings. I'm like, why is the game so quiet? Oh, God. And so then I needed to switch back, and I forgot. So I was like, I always appreciate audio feedback. Thank you, Intra. Yeah, I don't know what about the thing going fuzzy. That's strange. That might be a buffering thing on your end if it's set to auto quality. That's my guess, is that if you have the quality on Rumble or whatever set to auto, or on Twitch, wherever, if it's set to auto, that will be a throughput thing on your end, where if you lose downstream whatever, it'll switch quality for a second so you don't buffer, so you don't pause the video, and then it'll what am I choking on? And then it'll go back. Yeah, if you manually set it to 1080 or whatever the different qualities are on there, then it shouldn't do that. Instead, though, it'll pause your stream. That's my guess. Don't know. Dragon BB! Oh, it's good to see you, Dragon BB! Oh my gosh. Dragon BB, I hope that you're well. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing okay. I hope the usual hopes for you and your family. The usual hopes. Warframe is epic. I love it. Yep, sounds very danger, Dizzy. It sounds very, very danger. Blinker fluid. Oh, wow. Guts. Hiya, Guts. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It's good. Yeah, exactly. Sounds danger. Warframe lore is super interesting. So yeah, guys, stay very far away. Exactly. Hi, mouse. What? Ooh, okay. Oh, that's refreshing. That is very cool eye drop content. Oh, very cool eye drop content. But also it's kind of like streaking down my face now. My mascara! I am upset. What was I gonna say? Apex, right. Okay, so I started as a competitive Apex player, all right? That's all I did. And then that got reduced down to a couple days a week, and then that got reduced down to 1 day a week, and then periodically I would mix in other games. Excuse me, starting last year, because they pushed an update that broke Apex, and it crashed constantly for me. This was last fall, 2025. It just crashed incessantly, and it made the game literally unplayable. So I would crash 30 times a stream or so. So I couldn't play with others. I couldn't play solo. It was terrible. And so I was like, all right, well, and so I played Warhammer. I put Warhammer on Tuesdays instead, as we worked through that, which is a patron-voted game, Space Marine 2. And then eventually I found Ark at the beginning of this year. Toward the beginning of this year, I was several months behind the wave of people playing Ark, but we had all the hospitalization with stuff with Hot Bride last year, and then, yeah, by the time I get back to it, I was like, all right, I was so far behind on Apex. I'm already a filthy casual. I'm already behind. I'm already pretty bad at it now, but boy, howdy, I got worse. And so it was pretty painful for me to play. I don't have a regular crew of people that, like, want to play Apex anymore. Intra and Ahmed would kindly jump in and help me out sometimes. I got to play with Guts and Helly and a handful of others, but it was very different than like trying to play the game at sort of my level. It's either people who are brand new to the game or who are just sort of messing around and having fun, or people like Ahmed who are frighteningly good at the game, who would make the lobbies murderous. So once upon a time, it was pretty normal, pretty easy to get a bunch of people sort of at my level to play. Now it's very difficult. And so it's either I'm ruining the experience for someone else, or someone else is pulling me into their lobbies and I'm just brutalized the entire night and it's not fun. So, okay, all of that said, a bit of news I just learned yesterday. They're buffing Path. Oh, they're buffing Pathy. Listen, they're making Pathy great again. And this is apparently happening on Tuesday, innit? This upcoming Tuesday, innit? There's some sort of game update, and they are making Pathy fun again. They nerfed Path, my boy, into the dirt in Season 5. To give you some reference, you guys, that's back when I was playing the game professionally. That's when I was competing in tournaments, okay? Back then. Seasons 3, 4, 5, I was taking the game very seriously. I was super involved. I was putting a bunch of time and effort into it. Again, tournament type stuff, esports like questions. We did the X Games. Okay, like that's back then. Season 5, they nerfed Pathy out of existence. Okay, he was amazing and fun for a super long time, and they're like, nah, for some reason. I don't know who they listened to. Someone complained about it, like I complained about California. Maybe somebody complained about Path. But they nerfed him out of the game. All of a sudden, everything that made him great, they like, no, get rid of that. Everything that made him fun, no, get rid of that. Everything that made him viable, no, get rid of that. It's like they decided, I never want to see this stupid robot again. And they just made him useless. Worse than useless. Because he has a way bigger hitbox than most of the characters, and he brought no utility. Like, especially, like that was in season 5, okay? Season 7 comes along and they introduced Valk. I think that was season 7. And now the verticality was totally changed, the redeploy type stuff, everything changed, and he became relegated to a curiosity that only diehards ran with because out of loyalty to Pathy, like me, like hearkening back to the days of old. But I just saw patch notes from like day before yesterday, some such, that said they're giving him 2 grapples on a fixed cooldown. They're changing the way his zip lines work so he gets them more often, they deploy faster, and he's smaller on them. They are changing a ton. All of his upgrades, all of his character upgrades that he gets for the whatever, the little, I don't know, whenever you do a certain amount of damage, you get upgrades. I don't even know what they're called anymore. It's been so long. They're revamping some of those. They're bringing my boy back from the dead on Tuesday. And so, you know what? I might play Apex on Tuesday. I might actually play Apex. For the first time in, 3 months now, something like that? And before that, had been like 2 months. So I haven't played Apex since last summer. It's probably been 9 months since I've played Apex. And I may play it on Tuesday. Literally just because I haven't even seen the new character yet. She's been out for what, 2 months now or something like that? I haven't played one time since the new character was introduced. So if I fire up the game tomorrow, it's probably gonna show a trailer for the new character. Not tomorrow, Tuesday. I haven't touched it. So all of you with disappointment packs will open your disappointment packs tomorrow. Who knows? It may be a wildly fun experience and I may get drawn back into it. I don't know. I doubt it though. Or it may be a terrible experience and it may be the nail in the coffin whereby I'm like, maybe I don't play Apex anymore. Maybe we don't do disappointment packs anymore. Maybe, I don't know. A lot is riding on whether or not it's actually okay to play Pathy again. I gotta say, they, for so long, just like spat in the face of every single Pathy main. And so if they can reverse course on that, that would be huge. That would be absolutely huge. So, okay, let me see here. Let me catch up. Unbelievable. Why am I so far behind on chat? Why am I like this? I don't know. You can see these cool emotes you perps can't use. Wrecked, that's true. That's true. There do be a lot of fun emotes over there on Rumble side. We don't have emotes on Twitch side. It's true. I'm not monetized, and they put emotes behind a paywall on Twitch. Ridiculous. Twitch will also lower the video quality if you tab out and change tabs. Interesting. Okay. There's possible explanations then. Plausible. You got my bandwidth last night, but last night I was in the hospital with Granny again. Oh, Dragon Baby, I'm so sorry. Man, Dragon Baby's going through, you guys. Her family, it's not just Granny. There's several people in and out of the hospital, including Dragon Baby. Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm on the train. The train? Like the Void train? Wait, what's the train? The Crazy train? Ha 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 ha! On board! Warframe lore will draw you in and never let go, ever. Dizzy, this is very dangerous. See, it sounds enticing. I think you'd be fine if you could play the intro and then jump to after all the story was finished for you, and you could just play it and then take the story and any grind at your own pace. Yet for Warframe, nah. My problem, Luce, is I don't have a at my pace. I am a min-maxer, so for instance, there was an experience that I had with gaming that I did not share with the Mafia community last year. Hot Bride was going through nursing school still, and she was working nights, and it was really stressful for her, and it was a really hard time for me. So I switched to nights to be on her schedule. I switched to a night's sleeping schedule. I kept my sort of streaming schedule, but I switched to nights so that I could see her more, okay? And that was really hard on both of us. But something that we did to try and stay awake, first of all, but also as an activity we could do together, and I did it with just her, I kept it private for just her, not to be shared with community, was Stardew. So I played Stardew. I'd never played it before, she never played it before, but we both knew about it. Now, I had never touched it because I knew it was dangerous, because it was addictive. And I'm a min-maxer. I streamline. I see systems and I go, I know how to maximally exploit this. I see efficiency everywhere. Okay, it's how my brain is wired. Like an engineer, I'm like, ooh, we could shave off seconds here. Ooh, this would be much more. This would be better here. Okay, great. We played Stardew. Very quickly, I kind of left her in the dust, as it were, with like progression in the game, achievement, money, ease and automation. I flew. There is no at my own pace. My own pace is, oh, now that I know that I can systematize this, we go in. Like, I get in trouble fast. There is no, like, I'll casually play it for a couple hours here and there. Not with me. I have an addictive personality. I need to stay far away from addictive things. I have no... Unless there are external controls, external rigid guardrails on my activities, I get in trouble in a big fat hurry. Me personally, I do. So yeah. Played any of the new Space Marine 2 stuff? New Space Marine 2 stuff? Just the video game. I don't know if they added other stuff, Biscuit. I just did the campaign. I just did the campaign on like normal difficulty. Very unsexy, I didn't love the combat in that game. I loved the lore and the world and it was really cool. Like, I really loved all of that stuff. I love the Space Marine armor, the chainsaws, and all the rest. I did not like the combat system in that game. It frustrated me to no end. I hated the parry system and how clunky meleeing and stuff was, because you would block and it's like, yeah, but you didn't block at the right time. Right, but my character's actively blocking. No, you die. So it was I found the controls in that game to be terribly clunky. Did not like them. So when I learned that there was like a multiplayer thing, I was like, no, zero interest. Looks so good, I had to look away. Yeah, it's a beautiful game, Luce. Beautiful game. This guy sucks. No talent. Oh, CBD! Where's the lie? It's good to see you, CBD. Welcome on in. How the devil are you? How you doing? Has stuff, has things. Yay, Pathy, that's right. No, you. Who you? Hope you stick around. Get a true idea of who he is. Oh, well, I don't know. Wow. Thank you for the lurk, Ahmed. I appreciate you very much. Very much. I was there for the Iron Crown. Yep, Path was a beast. It's true. Back in the day, you guys. Season 1, he was unplayably bad. Because the hitbox was a refrigerator. They, like, didn't have hitboxes that matched their character models. They were squares, or, you know, cubes, but rectangular, cube, whatever. And he was refrigerator. And Season 1, his hitbox was bigger than Gibby's by pixel count. So, okay, like, you picture Jib, picture our boy, okay, Gelato, Pathy was bigger. He was impossible to miss, okay? You shot in the general direction of, like, half of the map. You just shoot over into that area, you probably hit a Pathfinder. Okay, it was ridiculous. Then they changed the hitboxes to be more character specific, and then he was broken because he's the spindly little boy, and so then like you couldn't hit a Pathfinder, so he was busted. But I wasn't great at the game at that point. I was still learning, and so I couldn't I couldn't take advantage of that. So when he was busted, it didn't matter. I was still terrible. Yeah. Season 3, they readjusted it. So seasons 3 and 4, Pathy was amazing. And then Loba came out, and their idea back then was, Loba is a kind of a mobility character. She's much more of one now. She's got like 2 rings, and it's all much easier for her. But back then, she didn't have a lot going for her when they introduced her. And they were like, nobody's gonna pick her over Pathfinder. Let's nerf the crap out of Pathfinder. And they did, and they never reverted it. And the entire community was outraged about it. And so they were like, we hear you, we hear you. Here's another nerf. And they nerfed him. They all have only ever nerfed Pathfinder. It's like they killed him in season 5. And then every single time a new set of patch was come around, they're like, yeah, we hear you guys, we hear your community feedback. And then they spat on his corpse. Every single season. To give you an idea, you guys, that was season 5. The game is now in like season 30 or something. Like that was 5 years ago. Or yeah, it was like 5 damn years ago that they did that to my boy. How they massacred my boy. So, I don't know. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Season 9. Season I started that Volk joined. Okay, season 9. Thank you. Season 7 was the introduction of Olympus. My bad. That was Space Mom. Season 7 was Space Mom. 9, yeah. Yep. Finally, I need my Apex back. Babe. Tomorrow equals Tuesday. Correct. Accurate. Olin, it's good to see you. Oh, yes. It's on cooldown, you guys. It's on cooldown. Sounds like what Bungie did with Titans. What did Bungie do with Titans? What do you mean? Oh, in Destiny 2. Yeah, I'm not familiar. Titan is a class. Is that correct? That's a class in Destiny? I was like, Titans? Titanfall? That's Respawn. Okay. We're here now. Burb. All right, back. Welcome back. Have you at 180p right now. Can't get lower at the moment. Yeah, that's where I keep most of my streams at. 144, baby. Pretty sure they changed that now. You don't need to be affiliated for emotes anymore. You do need to sign the contract, Luce. They changed it. It's worse now. They said, yeah. You can get monetized immediately. All you need to do is sign the contract. And if you don't, we will give you payouts in Monopoly money. The money that they give you, they'll still run ads on all of your stuff, and then they don't even give you real money. They give you Twitch credit. So yeah, no, I was all excited at the prospect of that, Luce, because several people here told me about it. They're like, Gus, you can do the things on Twitch. I was like, oh really? That's crazy. And then I read it. I'm like, it's somehow worse. That's crazy. The yay train? The who train? Oh, the train to Grandma's house. Oh, the actual train. I was like, hype train? Like, what kind of train am I talking about? The crazy train. There's Ozzy somewhere. No, okay. The train to Grandma's house. Okay. Over the river and through the woods. I like it, Guts. I hope it's such a fun time. I hope it's fun. Pretty sure, Dragon, have you tried daily apples? I've heard good things. Ha! Biscuit. That's funny. Well done. Stardew Valley is such a good game. It's dangerous. We had so much fun, but yeah, he went through way faster than me. Yeah. I put in a lot of hours that game. Both ways, speedrun and casual. I can't do casual. I'm just not. You play at my pace. Yeah, I'm a danger to myself, Luce. I'm not addictive, but I analyze and destroy games that can be. Yep. Warframe actually taught me Zen. It's very scare. It's very scare. I do with everything. Still have stuff to unlock, but I have all the pets and animals, so priorities. I've been thinking about making a new save file for a speedrun. I would lose so many hours. Can't do it. Bugan! Oh, my guy! It's good to see you, sir. I hope that you're well. My friend. It's good to see you. I'm getting grumpy. Can can be devoured. That's right. Yep. I knew what you're after. I knew what you meant. Intro with the disappointment pack. She's got it on lock, you guys. She's got a timer going. She's zooming. She is zooming. Hilarious. They broke our boy's legs. They really did. They did him so dirty. Massacred a bunch of them. My poor Watson. Waddy now, I think, is like in a great place. She was in a great place for most of the game's life, I thought. There was the time when it was the Revtane meta. The Revtane meta. They did Rev, Octane, and Wraith. That was really brutal. But then when they nerfed that, I believe Crypto stepped into that mix. And Crypto's EMP becoming meta absolutely rendered Watson useless. Because Waddy would go through all the work of setting up a place and hunkering down. And then that EMP would just be like, lol. Then they did the thing where Bang's smokes would also destroy things. So people like Ahmed, Bang mains, would just like yeet smoke into a room and it would destroy all of her fences. And it's like, welp, there goes Waddy again. So she's had some whiplash in there. Contract sounds bad. Does Rumble have a contract like that? Nope, Biscuit. Absolutely not. Rumble's contract is, well, really straightforward. And you don't really have to sign anything. They just pay you appropriately for your work. It's really boilerplate type stuff, yeah. It's really boilerplate stuff. SF, holy cannoli, our resident redcoat. Well, one of them. It's good to see you. Good, it's dangerous place to be. In the weeks leading up to the 4th, I gotta say, dangerous place to be. How you doing, SF? How are you? How's the time zones treating you? It's over there in the eve time, innit? In fact, I was debating whether or not we were going to raid a compatriot of yours over there at our close today because she is streaming over on your side of the world. I don't know exactly where she is. I don't think she's a Londoner, but she's over there somewhere. She moved recently. I don't know where Dolly's at nowadays. I'm not sure. She's been streaming for a long time, though. She's probably going to wrap soon. She probably gonna rap soon. I don't know. And by that I mean she's gonna wrap things up, not that she's gonna spit bars. The techno train. Yeah, that do be you. Apple a day will keep anyone away if you throw it hard enough. I've somehow never heard that, Mouse, but I love that. That is very funny indeed. We're back in the day. The getting ring data was just a pathy thing. Now it's just anyone. Yeah. You're forgetting the caustic shit. OP self-heal? OP self-heal? Caustic got healed by his own gas? I don't remember that at all. I might have not played that. There are chunks of time that I didn't play. When was that, SF? What? Twitch needs a more balanced effort. It's a little too self-serving. It could maximize its gains if they let creators change the banner to banner ads that just play at the bottom. Yeah, like Rumble, for instance. Rumble says, effectively, if I want to like do live reads, I can get paid for them. I don't want to do live reads, so I don't get paid for them. Like, why would I go with a sponsor? Why would I get a sponsor to sponsor me? Why would I huck their stuff? Why would I hawk their wares? Why would I do that? Why would I sit here and say, Khajiit has wares if you have coin? Like, why would I do that for a brand? To be paid. Duh. To be compensated. Say I'm compensated in dollars, and say they give me swag. They give me stuff. Maybe I get a supply at a steeply discounted or a free rate. You know, sure, like there's a trade that is mutual. It's, I will talk about your product on stream if you pay me. Otherwise, I'm not going to talk about your product on stream, right? Like, but Twitch is like, screw you. YouTube does the same thing. YouTube's like, here's ads. It's just unavoidable. So on Rumble, I just don't do them. Twitch is weird. Going to back out the shank. Yeah. Get it out. Get it out. Not sure the season, but I played Caustic to Masters with self-heal only as it was busted. Crazy, SF. I don't recall this. Then again, I don't know much about Caustic. I'm not going to lie. What's funny is I have played him a bunch now because he's hilarious during we did the bunkering event where you could get wild card. Where you could build home base and have 3 different Caustics, and that was hilarious. That was very fun. But I don't know anything about the self-heal. That's nuts. Nobody hawk their Tua. Yeah, well, I don't know. You hawk at their Tua. Oh, I'm basically. Lucy! How you doing, Lucy? Recommend a game called Pony Island. Is from Steam. Oh my gosh, Lucy. Pony Island sounds terrifying. Bunch of horses that are carnivores. That's my guess. It's carnivorous horses with fangs. That's got wall hacks and gas self heal. Huh. Crazy. Yeah, I don't. Man, time memory doesn't serve. Season 20 was Caustic self heal. Season 20. Yeah, I haven't played the last bunch of seasons very seriously, so I'm getting that makes sense why I wouldn't have known this. Yeah, season 20. Jeez, it's falling apart. That's an interesting one. Is it carnivorous horses? Am I correct? Intra knows about carnivorous horses. She herds them. She doesn't hurt them. She protects. She herds them. She has them. She has carnivorous horses. Fangs and all, you guys. It's crazy. It's kind of nuts. But yeah, okay. I wanted to mention something as I wrap here today because I'm fast running out of time with you guys. I may play Apex on Tuesday. We'll see. Maybe the game will work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll try it, and if I don't like it, I'll switch games. I don't know. That remains to be seen. Tonight, though, I'm going to be playing Minecraft. My sort of once a month, tackle some Minecraft stuff, work after the project, chip away at that thing. So Minecraft, I'm going to do that tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific. There will be some paywall time for Rumble Premium members on the back end of it. So make sure that you're locked in with that. If you want to stick around for the full stream. And yeah, that'll be tonight. Then Tuesday, maybe some Apex. I didn't get to tell you guys about Ark. I am number 1 on the leaderboard this week, and it isn't even close. It is not even a close competition. We're into the weekend now where people have had something of a chance to play. I haven't even done 2 of the trials, like, very seriously at all this week. I still haven't given them a concerted effort because I haven't had any time. Again, I don't really get to play video games. Some of them I banged out, and I did pretty good. Did pretty well, and so I got up to a score of 65,000, and the best players in the world are around 100,000, so it's not the most impressive thing in the world, but it's still pretty high up there, okay? 60, anything above 60 is like amazing numbers. The next closest on my bracket for my hotshot leaderboard is 35. So this may be the week if I can find... No, I won't have time tomorrow. Never mind. I guess it's not going to happen, actually. Because tonight I've got Minecraft, and then tomorrow I've got meetings absolutely all day. Bonus meetings with the capos and above. I'll be meeting with the Consulente team and everything else. I got a lot going on tomorrow. Yep, nope, and then it's over tomorrow night at midnight, so I won't get to play it. Damn. Well, this might have been the week that I got to Cantina Legend. If I had time, but I do not have time. See, I don't get to play video games, you guys. It's possible that I could be in the top 1,000 in the world this week. I don't have time to do it. But yeah, I'm number 1 on my leaderboard right now. I just won't get to do any more. I just won't get to grind out anymore, I'm afraid. So that's a shame. But, yeah. Okay. Opportunistic omnivores. I now only play Conduit! And that's the right attitude to have. That's the right attitude to have. Most busted state. Has a perk that refreshes Q on cracks. Yeah, I've seen a lot of pro players running her SF, and I'm like, yeah. I know who Conduit is. It took me a while to learn that name. I call her Canvas. I did when she came out, and I've called her that ever since. And it offends everybody. Everybody. Yeah. To be as spoiler free, it's a strange 2D auto scroll platformer puzzler. If there is a room, hit me up. I love playing support. Hey, if you're awake, SF, I start at 5 p.m. Pacific time though, and usually we have an intro, so I wouldn't be starting. That's the problem, is I wouldn't be starting playing Apex on Tuesday until 5:30 my time, which is the damn middle of the night for you. It's like 2 a.m. or some such. Well, you guys are 8 hours ahead. You guys are 8 hours ahead over there in Zulu time. So math is hard. 3 a.m.? No. 1 a.m. No. Yeah. Right? Yeah, 1 a.m. I'd play with both you and Intra. That sounds like a riot. That sounds like a lot of fun. But that is the damn middle of the night for you, brother. That's tough. That's tough. What's funny is I started, like, my original stream schedule was 8 p.m. So it was even later for you guys, and this doesn't help much. So, yeah, it's not great. It's not a great time zone for playing over in your guys' time of the world with you guys, I'm afraid. I'd love to. I'd love to have you in. But how'd the sex talk go? Did we finally find it? Do we know what I'm talking about? Stop. Just stop. Yeah, I was gonna tell you guys a little bit about that actually as I close here. We need to get you some more time. Yeah, I know. If someone could find some. I call her every word under the sun, and she's still an ass to deal with. Dang, crazy. Congrats on #1 though. Thank you, Luce. Thank you. I will make it work for one day. Make it work one day. Okay, make it work one day. All right. Someday, SF, it's gonna happen. 10-minute warning. Thank you, Helly. Yeah, okay. So parting shots here. Parting shots. Last night, for those of you who were here for the sex talk, I'm in the middle of the relationships masterclass right now. You guys have heard me say, if you've been around in these parts at all, that this is an effort to serve you guys, this community, this project that we do, real relationships between the silly and the serious. And we are in the middle of the relationships masterclass, which is purposed with spanning formal lectures about evergreen issues pertaining to one's life relationally, from singleness to putting a ring on it and all the mess in between. Okay, so that's the point. The relationships masterclass. It's spanning months, and it's meant to be exhaustive. It's meant to be comprehensive. It's meant to be a lot, to answer most everybody's questions about most everything, from singleness, what to do with your singleness, dating stuff, putting a ring on it, marriage on the back end, till death do us part, and all the rest. And so it's a lot. Now, no series about this would be complete without talking about sex. So last night was the sex talk. Last Friday, 8 days ago, I gave a pretty stern lecture / warning of caveating and couching and, hey, take this serious. Do you actually want good things in your life? If so, take this all very seriously. Last night was a amalgam of a lot of things pertaining to what all goes wrong with sex, basically. It was a cautionary tale about the hazards and dangers of what happens when all of this goes wrong. It was not a lot of explicit, here's how to do things right, per se, because the how to do things right, per se, is basically, yeah, all the stuff I just said about how to do things wrong, don't do that. Fairly straightforward. It's the same as all of you who are like, yeah, I know how to be a good parent because all I need to do is the opposite of whatever my parents did. Ha ha, lol, cry, right? So this was like that. That said, if I had covered everything that I wanted to, it would have been a multi-part series, or the multi-part season of me just talking about sex, it would have been multiple streams, multiple lectures for this. And last night was already 2 hours long. I didn't want it to be longer. There's a lot that I didn't get to. There's a ton that I had to cut out. A ton of material, a ton of angles and perspectives. There's a lot that I didn't get to include. That said, the next handful of streams, as we go into dating now, will include a lot of this. I will talk about a lot of those things because they are necessarily a part of the courtship game, the dating, looking toward marriage sort of thing. That is all a part of it. And so it will come up as a matter of course. I struggled quite a lot with, I want to do the dating talks first, then I'll talk about sex. But then I was like, chicken or the egg here. I want this as groundwork to talk about this. I want this to be foundational, like understanding, like, hey, remember when we talked about this? Now it comes into fruition here. But I did that. I went back and forth on that for a long time. There's a whole lot of, I really wish I could tell you this and this simultaneously, but I can't. There's so much of like, I really wish you guys, I had already been able to use this example because it'd be really helpful in understanding this, but you need this in order to have this. So the ordering of this is really difficult, especially when everything's a week apart. So my ask very quickly here is that those of you who partook in all of this or haven't yet watched the sex talk but will, understand that there will be more discussion about it. It will now just be integrated in to basically everything going forward. There will be several occasions for me to say, hey, remember the sex talk? Do that thing. Hey, remember that part in the sex talk we talked about this? Don't do that. It will now be a part of the foundation that we've laid for moving forward. Okay, it's part of our bedrock now. That said, there is more to say, much more to say, and more examples that I can lean into, more scenarios that I can illustrate for like best practices. And here's why this matters. Here's why you should care about this. So a lot more will be brought to bear. A lot more will be brought. That it could not have been an exhaustive talk in the time that I had. It could not be given the treatment that it needed in the time that we had. It's not possible. So that's, there you go. Back on topic with the sex talk thing. No appreciation at all. Yeah, Biscuit. What do you mean no appreciation at all? The appreciation is then that you did good, my dude. You did good. US West or East? I'm West. Nevada, baby. Need to work out the ping. Oh, I need to practice on. Oh my gosh, that's right. Ping. I didn't even think about that. That's bollocks. I hate that for you, SF. That's yeesh. Yeesh. 180 ping. I will queue that for the next 3 weeks. I play on... I think I play on Texas servers. SF. To Central Time to try and be closer to like everybody. I think that's what I do. I could be wrong. Now I don't remember. That sounds familiar. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever it is, I'll do that one. I'll queue that for the next 3 weeks. I swear. SF over here being a tryhard. Hello, lovely people. Zen, it's good to see you, my dude. I hope that you're well. Dude, you streamed for like 10 hours yesterday. Mad lad. All right, we gotta wrap things. We gotta do it. We got places to be. We got meetings to get to. You guys. We got places to go. People to talk to. We got a CNR coming up. We got an evening stream to prepare for. And chores in between. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. I want to be quick about this, but I feel like it would be fun to raid. Oh, interesting. Sir L'Italiano ended. Well, you know what that means then. You know what that means then? It means we raid grits! We raid grits on Rumble! Because I don't even know who else is live. I don't know anybody else, that is, who's live. I really do need to figure out, like, who the hell people are on Rumble during this time. I have not had the time to meet people proper, like. Haven't had the time. So we're gonna raid Grits on Rumble. Grits is, again, #1 Warzone player in the world. He's also Air Force, retired, cool kid. And he's always swell as hell to us. And we're gonna go see Dolly. I'm pretty sure we just raided Dolly. I can't remember if I raided her last week or not. Actually, now that I say that out loud, I don't know. Durna's live, which is weird. I don't think she's normally live on Saturdays. Oh yeah, 5-year streamathon, day 7. Oh yeah, so she doesn't normally stream on Saturdays. Could raid Durna. We don't have very many people online right now, though. It would be kind of a small showing. It would not be a maze. Did we just raid? I can't remember. Did we just raid? Did we just raid Dolly? M conflict. Dolly's playing God of War. Dolly's playing God of War. That's fun. Just waiting to see if OBS would crash. Sorry I'm late. You know I had to stop in. I appreciate it, Zen. Calling in from work. We're mad, lad. Just in time to say hi and bye. Hars! How'd your stream go? I know you always end before I get to raid you. I don't get to ever do it anymore. It's crazy. Hars, it's good to see you. Welcome, madame. And I'm grateful for your bandwidth last night as well. Means a lot, Hars. How you doing? It's me every Saturday. Being at work is true. I might... Okay, let's do this. Let's raid... I don't know that I'll ever have another opportunity to raid Durna. I don't know that I will ever will. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Our numbers are spread out across the platforms. We are on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. But I would be grateful if you guys would, those of you who can, those of you guys who have a PC, whatever, I'd be grateful. This is not an ask that I make very often. If you guys would pull up a Twitch tab. I'd be grateful if you guys would pull up a Twitch tab so that we can go say hi en masse to Durna. She's playing WoW Classic, which is crazy. I never played WoW. A bunch of you have, I know. But she's playing WoW Classic. That is not in her normal wheelhouse. She is a self-described casual player. She's figuring it out. Her pinned note says classic hardcore, casual player, human paladin, no backseating please. So she normally does shooters. I actually met her because of Apex, and she is frighteningly good at Apex. She was a forever like Masters player. Like terribly good at Apex. She also does Valorant and Overwatch and all the rest. She's an all-rounder when it comes to shoosting, okay? She's frighteningly good at those games. But I don't know that I've even ever been able to raid her. I don't think that that's ever happened. I'm not sure. Her schedule and mine do not overlap. So this might be the only opportunity we've got to do it. So I'd be grateful if you guys go along. Copy the raid message if you want to. You can make your own, whatever it is, but show up, say hi, let her know who sent you. No obligation to stick around if you don't want to stick around. But she's sweet as hell. Her hospitality is always very good, very excellent. Love her to pieces. And God, I wish I could click on pixels like she can. Is crazy. I don't know why she's playing WoW. Like, I don't know what brought this on. I don't know what spurred this on. I don't know who pulled her into this. I don't know the deal. But yes, Durna's swell. So I'd be grateful if you guys would go say hi. Go say hi to Durna. If you want to stick around after that, stick around. If you don't. You will have already done me and the Mafia community a kindness by going along. It would mean an awful lot. So, yeah, okay, raid message is up. We're going to go raid Grits on Rumble as well. He is going to be a quick raid and fade because he is going to be distracted, clicking on pixels and winning at Warzone because that's what he do. That's what he do. So, okay, here's where we're going on Rumble side, or on Twitch side, okay? Her name is this. Darna. In case you get left behind, in case Twitch is weird, that's where we're going. She is a long time. She has tabs open for me. It's very sweet. And I have tabs open for her when she's at it, and she streams very regularly, and she takes all this quite seriously. So a lot of stuff to learn about trying to do streaming right. So next stream's later. Next stream's in 6 hours. Where's the word? 5.5 hours. Next stream's in 5.5 hours, you guys. I hope to see you guys there. I hope that I get to spend that time with you. I hope you guys have been enjoying all the shorts that are rolling out on Rumble consistently past handful of days. We're new shorts out there, including a bunch of them for Thank Goodness You're Here, which are feral and ridiculous, as you know, Chippies. And yeah, we're going to get after it. So thank you guys again for being a part of this. Thank you to all the patrons who make this possible. I don't get to do any of this without your like, without you guys. All of you guys who've liked the video on Rumble and on YouTube and all sharing around means an awful heckin' lot. In particular, special thanks are owed to the public patrons Aki, Leanne, Gail, Goose, Mammy, Kira, Abby, Tink, Helly, May, Karma, Pencil, Pre, Ryan, Mouse, Trotsky, Pell, CJ number 1, and Zim. Thank you guys for everything you make possible. It means an awful heckin' lot. An awful heckin' lot. Oh my gosh, a disappointment pack for Mel. Holy cannoli! You snuck it in there, didn't you? See, just snuck it in there. That's crazy work. That is crazy work. Crazy work. All right. What will it look like in the hours ahead? Come and see. And as ever, I will strive to see that it's a decision that you don't regret. In the meantime, I wish for you each marvelous evenings, mornings, wherever ye be, and I will see you on the other side.